Good afternoon, UCF Knights. I'm Edward Locke, and here's a quick look at what's making news on Thursday, April 21st, 2016. Sad news to report this afternoon. According to the Associated Press, music legend Prince has died at the age of 57. We spoke to a UCF music student who was shocked when she found out the news today.
Oh, they hit me hard. I think it's still, I'm saddened by it.
Prince was known for songs like Kiss and Purple Rain. The singer was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2004. Valmir says he wasn't just a rock star, but also an inspiration.
His music it wasn't surface. It was made for you to feel the pain or feel the love or feel everything that he was feeling. He made sure that you felt it.
According to the Associated Press, officials say the death investigation is currently underway at Prince's home in Minneapolis. The student union will be expecting some new vendors. Some of the new restaurants include Panda Express, Steak and Shake, and Which Wich. They're expected to be open for business in 2018. The Treasury Secretary announced that Harriet Tubman will be replacing former President Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill. She'll be the first African American to appear on the U.S. paper currency. The new bill will be out in 2020. The United States presidential election had some movement this week with the New York primaries. According to the Associated Press, Donald Trump currently leads the Republican ticket with 845 delegates after finishing first in New York. Ted Cruz is still second and John Kasich is third overall. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton won the New York primary and leads Bernie Sanders by more than 700 delegates. Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island are up next for the candidates. These 5 states will hold primaries on Tuesday. Giveaways, a costume competition, and new beer are coming. The popular HBO series Game of Thrones is making its big debut on Sunday, and a local bar is making sure fans are ready and hyped. Come Saturday, Cloak and Blasters will be full of Lannisters, Starks, and Brothers of the Night's Watch. The gaming pub will have a specialized food and drink menu, a costume competition, and a debut of their own, a new Game of Thrones themed kind of beer. Co-owner Marcus Zimmerman says fans and bargoers should expect a good time.
People can dress up. We love when people come in all dressed up and they really get into it and they look at the menu and they just come out and have a good time, and they're playing games and they're buying themed food and themed drinks. And it really gets everyone hyped up so that Sunday they can go home and kind of really enjoy the Season 6 premiere.
The event starts at 6 p.m. and lasts until 2 a.m. One drink the bartenders will be whipping up is a special coconut rum shot, appropriately called the White Walker. A UCF fraternity is remembering Holocaust victims. The Brothers of Alpha Epsilon Pi, or AE Pi, hosted their annual We Walk to Remember. Reporter Victoria Pasillo tells us why this event is important.
This is extremely important to me specifically because I have ancestors that come from Poland and a lot of family members that died in the Holocaust.
UCF student and Alpha Epsilon Pi brother Covey Katz joined his brothers and other students and Orlando locals for the We Walk to Remember event. The walk was to remember the lives lost in the Holocaust over 70 years ago. Katz says this walk isn't just important to Orlando, but also the U.S. as well.
We have a large growing anti-Semitic movement in the United States, and it's important to remember that it's not okay to be prejudiced towards any group of people, and that each individual has his own story or her own story, and it's important to care about everybody in the world.
The walkers stood out with not only black clothing, but their silence as well. Jordan Brezalier, an AE Pi brother who is in charge of the event, says there is a reason for the silence.
The reason we're not speaking is simply to, draw attention and stand in memorial, remembering in silence of the memories, their souls, and all the lives lost.
Even though this walk was put on by a Jewish fraternity, Kat says it is for everybody.
This is for everybody to stand up and say, we remember the tragedies of our history, and we want to stand together with everybody who has lost so much, and remember that every person has a right to live and a right to safety.
Walking for victims, bringing the community together. In Orlando, Victoria Pasillo, UCF Nightly News.
This walk has been hosted by the fraternity since 2006. AE Pi says it's their responsibility to educate the community of the events that occurred during the Holocaust. And it's a beautiful day outside as some students have decided to start studying for their exams by the reflection pond. The sun is out with a little bit of cloud cover, and there's also a slight breeze to keep the heat away. And here's a quick look at today's weather forecast. Today we have a high of 82 degrees and a low of 66 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. Tomorrow we'll have a high of 83 degrees with a low of 64 degrees with a 70% chance of rain. That's all the time we have for now. Be sure to check out our newscast tomorrow at 1:30 on Bright House Channel 734. I'm Edward Locke. Thanks for watching our last webcast and have a great day.